Terrence Howard just set Hollywood on fire. In a bombshell interview, he drops chilling details, and confirms what 50 Cent has been hinting at for years, that Diddy may be at the center of one of the darkest scandals in celebrity history. And now, Jay-Z, Beyoncé, LeBron James, even Meek Mill are caught in the fallout. This isn't just about gossip. This could be the biggest exposure of Hollywood's hidden world ever. Stay locked in, because by the end of this video, you might look at your favorite celebrities very differently. Why Terrence Howard is finally speaking out. Why now? Why is Terrence Howard, a man who stayed out of the headlines, suddenly blowing the whistle? Well, let's rewind. Terrence isn't just another actor. He's been nominated for an Oscar, starred in massive franchises like Iron Man and Empire, and once turned down million-dollar roles. But why walk away? In his words, I wasn't going to bend over, literally or figuratively, to stay in the game. He exposed Hollywood's dirty secret. The so-called casting couch culture isn't limited to women. Terrence says men are targeted too, especially young, ambitious ones. And the price of fame often comes with a horrifying cost. You give up your man card once, you don't get it back.
Docuseries
And
that
according
is
to
going
Terrence,
to cover everything
Diddy
that
tried
Diddy
it with
did.
him, repeatedly.
Docuseries.
Diddy's invitation or trap? Let's talk about this alleged invitation. Diddy reportedly asked Terrence to become his acting coach. Casual, right? But there was no script, no work, just weird vibes. He just sat there, staring. Terrence's assistant eventually warned him. He's trying to sleep with you. Suddenly, everything made sense. That was the play. The same one he believes Diddy used on dozens, maybe hundreds of young artists trying to make it. Now here's the kicker. How many others got that same invite? How many said yes? And that's where 50 Cent comes in. 50 Cent saw it coming. Long before the lawsuits, long before the FBI raids, 50 Cent was already raising eyebrows. He offered to take me shopping. Man, what kind of dude says that to another dude? 50 said he knew something wasn't right and walked away. Meek Mill, though, he said yes. The internet exploded with photos of Diddy and Meek in matching outfits, sparking memes and serious questions. Now, pause and think about this for a sec. If Diddy's private parties had all this going on behind the scenes, how many rappers, singers, even athletes were silently complicit? Drop in the comments if you think more names are about to drop. The lawsuits: Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and LeBron. A recent lawsuit might be the biggest shocker yet. Not just because it involves Diddy, but because it names Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and LeBron James as witnesses. Here's what the plaintiff claims. In 2015, he was drugged at his home with a greasy Vaseline-like substance. He woke up inside a secret tunnel system under a Gloria Estefan property in Miami. He was allegedly brought to a freak-off party. Yes, that's what they call it. And there, Beyoncé allegedly questioned why a half-naked man in a penis mask was paraded in front of her. We're talking about America's most powerful celebrity couple, now allegedly witnesses in a sexual abuse lawsuit. Not defendants, yet, but the implications? How much did they know, and how often were they there? And before you say it's a reach, remember, Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been longtime Diddy allies. Business partners, collaborators, party guests. Coincidence or cover-up? Will Smith's awkward denial. Then there's Will Smith, whose name surfaced recently in connection to the Diddy parties. His response? Comedy. At a recent show in San Diego, he said, "I ain't been anywhere near those freak-offs. I don't even like baby oil." The crowd laughed. But should we be laughing? Because his former assistant claims he once walked in on Will and actor Dwayne Martin together. Could Will be preemptively distancing himself from the fire before it burns closer? What do you think? Smart move or guilty conscience? The gay mafia allegations. Terrence Howard didn't hold back. He called it what many have whispered for years, a gay mafia running Hollywood. He says a hidden group of elite male execs and artists trade sex for success, exploiting young men who don't know what they're signing up for. Is it extreme? Maybe. But when names like Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, Roman Polanski, and now Diddy keeps surfacing, maybe it's not paranoia. Maybe it's exposure. Cent's Netflix documentary. Coming soon to Netflix. Did he do it? 50 Cent's new docu-series promises to expose everything. He's not just producing it for clout. He says this story goes deeper than anyone thinks. They were ahead of me in business, but they were playing dirty. Expect never-before-seen footage, insider interviews, and possibly criminal implications. If 50 is telling the truth, this doc could be worse than surviving R. Kelly. Diddy's courtroom collapse. Diddy's legal team recently begged the judge for a trial delay. Why? They claim they need more time. But the same lawyers told the court months ago they were ready. Now, they're backpedaling hard. And here's the kicker. A 2016 video showing Diddy assaulting Cassie is being admitted into court. 5 victims are now expected to testify. And prosecutors say more could come forward any day now. Diddy's team is losing control. First, what happens next? The system is unraveling. If even half of what Terrence Howard and 50 Cent are saying is true, then Hollywood's elite may never recover. And think about this. How many other stars are keeping quiet because they're scared their names are next? Why do you think so many A-listers are suddenly off social media? What would you do if you were named as a witness? Speak out, lawyer up, or hide behind the scenes? Let me know in the comments. Terrence Howard lit the match. 50 Cent is throwing gasoline. And Hollywood? It's burning. If you think this is the tip of the iceberg, you're not alone. Comment your thoughts below. Who do you think will be exposed next? Like this video if you believe truth always comes to light. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we're just getting started.